Hello and welcome to MB Tech. My name is Matthew Bingham, and today we're going to be going over setting up and installing Gitea, which is basically a source control that you can set up on your local system. I like to use it for personally like backups. You can put all your scripts up there. You can put all your Docker Compose files up there. You can put pretty much everything and anything up there, your Python scripts. It's just a great tool, kind of keeps it in what's called a Git format, which is basically almost like a zip that you can download, clone, put on different things. I even have one for setting up my Linux desktop. So all I have to do is just do a quick git and install, and I'm up and running. So let's go into that, setting up real quick. First of all, we need to log into our Portainer. Once we're into Portainer, once again, like I told you, I like using stacks. So we'll go into the stack. We'll add a new stack. This is going to be the Gitea, and we will post the script for that. And let me zoom into this so I can go over it a little bit more. Not a lot to it. Basically, you got your networks, the Gitea network, you got your services. We're pulling down the image 1.15.10. You could say latest. This is one that I found very stable and I like to use. We got our user ID, we got our network, our volumes, and then the time zone it actually gets from the local system time, and then our ports. We got 3030 and 3000 and 222 for SSH. Remember, the ones on the left are what are available from the actual host itself, and the ones on the right are the ones that are on the containers. And you could have, 10 different containers running on the same one. So what we're going to do here is once we have that ready to go is just hit the deploy the stack. Okay, the stack has been successfully deployed. We can go back over to containers real quick. We can see the Gitea is right here. We can click on the log file just to see where we're at, and it looks like we are it does run Go, so we can look at the Go, and it is listening, starting a web server at port 3000 on the internal. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go back out, and we're going to hit the IP address of our system. So that's the 10.14.1.252, and we're going to hit port 3030. Now this is the initial configuration of the Gitea source control. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit more. I don't want to make it too big, but I want you guys to be able to see it. Here we're going to use database type of SQLite 3. I'm fine with that. It's just me. If it was a huge group, then we might make it larger, like a MySQL or Microsoft SQL or Postgres. Path is fine. Title, we can change that. We'll just call it Bing Lab. Where code goes. Okay, we got our repositories. We're going to use Git as a user. SSH domain, this you actually need to change that to the actual IP address of the box or the fully qualified domain name. Here, remember, we've set the port to be 222. So over here, if we look at our config file, we had it set to 222, so we need to go do that here for the installation. And then the HTTP listening port. This is where I got confused a couple of times, and I actually changed this to 3030. This is the actual internal one that it was going to be listening to. What you need to change is the base URL. So where it says HTTP localhost 3000, that's where we need to make the change to 3030. And here we can do the IP address or the fully qualified domain name if we have one. And after that's done, you've got optional settings. You can actually set up an admin account. Here we'll just do MB Tech. And we'll say install. Once it does that, it's starting to do the install. And right there, we are logged in. We've already got our dashboard. We've got information here. You can change this, like I said, if you like different, settings. Okay, that's the base install of the Gitea code server. From there, you can actually create your repositories and stuff like that. So we can say new repository, and we're just going to call it test code. And create. So there's our thing. It tells you the information that you need to do, how to get it, and how to pull it and add it to the system, stuff like that, which we'll go over and actually use a client. I use actually, believe it or not, MS Code. I really like it, at least for what I do. You can use Atom. You can use multiple different types of clients for this. I'm just telling you the one that I use itself. So there we go for this part of it. I hope you enjoyed that. Real quick and easy. Gitea server setup. Hope you enjoyed this. If you would, please like and subscribe. I'll be creating a lot more video content in the near future. Hope you enjoyed this and hope to see you soon.